Hi, and welcome to the density practice problems. We're going to go over in this video, this is part 1, we're going to go over question 1, which you can use to help you with question 2, and it's also useful for question 7. Alright, so take a moment first to read the directions. You will notice that the directions provide you with the equation for density, which is mass divided by volume, and the equation for volume if you need to calculate it. Volume is equal to length times width times height. So just to recap from your math days, this is the equation for volume of a cube or a rectangular prism. You're taking the length of it, the height of it, and the width, and you're multiplying those together to get the volume of the box. So in this question, they're asking us to find the density, so our unknown is the density, and in fact all of these problems will ask us to find the density of an object that is 3.0 centimeters long, 2.0 centimeters wide, and 10 centimeters high. And they tell us with a mass of 4 grams. So the equation for density is mass is equal to, density is equal to mass, divided by volume. So we need our mass and we need to divide it by our volume. Now we have the mass, so we can just plug in the 4.0 grams for our mass. But what about the volume? In this case, we don't have the volume directly, but we can calculate it by multiplying the length times width times height. So our first math step here is to multiply the length, 3.0 centimeters, times the width, 2.0 centimeters, times the height, 10 centimeters. And when you multiply the numbers together, you get 3 times 2, which is 6, times 10, and it gives you 60. Okay? So I have 60 for my value. In terms of units, just like the numbers, the units also multiply together. So I'm multiplying centimeter times centimeter times centimeter. Essentially, I'm multiplying centimeter by itself 3 times, which is the same thing as saying centimeter cubed. Anything multiplied by itself 3 times is cubed. So that's my units for volume. Once I have that, I can go ahead and plug that into my density equation. So I get density, my mass is 4 grams, so 4.0 grams, over my volume, which we got to be 60 centimeter cubed. I'm going to zoom in here so it makes it easier to see this. Okay, so 4.0 divided by 60 centimeter cube. So let's go ahead and plug that into our calculator. So we're going to do 4 divided by 60. And that gives me a value of 0.0666667. So we're going to cut it off at 2 sig figs. So the value that we're going to have for our density here is going to be 0.067. And then in terms of the units, remember the units for density will be the units of the volume over the unit of mass over volume. So it'll be grams per centimeter cube. So we write grams first slash centimeter cube. All right. So that's it. That's it for this video. The next video we'll talk about question number 3, which will help you with question number 4.